Not every youth has a credible messenger, and some youth who have credible messengers see those adults rarely and irregularly.
Before I attack, right? Before I attack, do I have the people's go to attack? Do y'all give me the green light? Because I don't want to go on an attack on the wrong. But do y'all hear how they setting these youngers up, man? Do y'all hear how they setting them youngers up, man? Man, that's fucked up, man. Hold on. Why did?
And YSC, as you heard, does not offer consistent or in-depth services or programming.
Listen. Well, I done made some mistakes. And I done look, my bad. Didn't know so many people faking. You know, I know how to attack, right? I know when I wake it up, I'm coming, right? People get in contact with me. Syke, you might be reaching. So for here on out, Syke need the verification of the people. Because I'm the voice of the people, right? So if the people saying no, Syke, they got it under control, leave that alone, I'm going to leave it alone. But right now, what they're saying is that they setting our youngers up for failure. And then what we going to complain once it's our loved ones that's laying in the street because them youngins got military-style weapons and they done took the lives of somebody that's close to us? Or you going to let Syke attack? Sick me up.
Majority rules. So this time, if y'all don't like it, you just not gonna like it. Ask yourself something, man. If DYRS was to really go and put people in place to help those youngins, the recidivism rate would go down. All them people that's in positions right now with those hats or those positions to act like they're going to help them youngins, it wouldn't be a demand for them because the youngins will stop going back to jail. So them actually paying people to do the work will be counterproductive to DYRS. Matter of fact, you ain't got to take my advice for it. Watch this.
Discussion around recidivism, and there seems to be some disagreement. I heard the director suggest, well, recidivism isn't the best indicator for success. I'm not completely sold on that. And then the director went on to say there are other metrics like the success of the young person after they've left DYRS's custody, although he admitted we're not really tracking that. How?
So you're listening to the chairman that's over top of, overseeing all this, say that the director of DYRS, man, said that recidivism does not measure success. Whoa, shit. I ain't the smartest man in the world, right? But one would think, right, if these kids aren't committing the same crimes and doing the same things to put them back incarcerated, then that's a measure of success, right? That's a measure of success. And then Councilman Parker says that the director said that, yeah, you know, when they leave out of here, we don't track what they're doing or where they go.
That's crazy, man. So them saying that they don't track them is an admission that DYS has no programs in place for those kids once they're released back into your community. So you gave them all these jive programs while they were in there. All these half trades or whatever you done with them kids in there. And then when those children are released back in the community, they left to go back for what they know. You already heard them say that the mentoring programs that's supposed to be set up, all of those programs that was in place to help those youngins, them youngins complaining about them.
Or what might you recommend for the well-being and success of the agency overall in terms of more secure versus less secure, detention versus community-based programs?
I think one of the large things that is a consistent theme that has come up, advocates have talked about it, I think many folks in DYRS would agree, we need a much more robust continuum of care and community-based services and supports to ensure young folks are successful. And I would proffer that that is where the investments must go to see our young people do well. Because even at this point, with such high rates of secure detention and so many young people detained, those young folks are going to, at some point, return to their community. So in order to do that, I think it's important to talk to young people, to talk about the things, what are they seeing now?
Millions of dollars in a budget to stop recidivism, man. That whole meeting, throughout that meeting, they said, listen, man, this is what they say. Listen, everything we've been doing doesn't work. These kids, they commit the same crimes, coming back, going home, committing the same crimes. There aren't programs set up for them. Like, so who in the world, like, what has who is receiving these grants, man? That's what I want to know, man. All the organizations that is receiving them grants, man. Because right now, they down there fighting over grants. People are talking about, hey, y'all supposed to give us more money. Y'all giving them more money. Y'all supposed to give, man, take all that shit from them. Yeah, that's what I say. Yeah, they faking. They ain't helping them kids, man. How is it possible that any argument about who deserves money or where money should go is going on right now? How is that possible? Like, how is it humanly possible that there's any debate or argument about where money should be going, who should be getting it, and who's entitled to any money down there, when you got them testifying that these children saying that they ain't seeing none of them people? They don't see none of them. Ain't nobody helping us. Hey, excuse me. Hey, I'm the juvenile delinquent, and we don't see people you paying to help us, man. It's not a place. I never heard of them. What's the name again? Oh, man, that's crazy, man. They down there arguing and fight over money. Man.
Reentry planning has to start immediately. It's going to be a game changer for young folks so they can have everything set up. So when they are released, they walk back into a full plan and a full team and family of support. And DYRS must be able to foster that.
Which is one of the things that the ROAD Act, I think, will help us move towards.
Yes.
Reentry planning has to start, which means it has been going on already. It will be a game changer for these kids, man. These kids do not have any resources once they come back in the community. I don't know how is it possible anybody feels entitled to raise their hand or to throw. Do y'all know they right now throwing each other under the bus, man? Talking about who should get this funding, who shouldn't. How do you have a voice when your program or your mode or your model has been unsuccessful? If it was successful, that meeting wouldn't be going on. Right? Now, I'm not the smartest man in the world, but how is it possible? Because they don't want them kids to succeed. They gon' yeah, I said it. And this time, I'm standing on it. DYS setting them kids up for failure, man. You letting people have a voice or state their claim about where some money should go. And these are the same programs that been failing kids. The kids don't, the people talking about the kids say they non-existent, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Y'all don't joke time. I know what it is. I know what it is. I went through the juvenile system. If the children stop breaking laws and stop committing crimes, there'll be no need for all these organizations and the funding. If they do their job, people gonna lose their job. You know what I mean? So, of course, they're gonna let people speak and give people the floor that's gonna help sabotage them young.
This year, the 7 on your side asked DYRS what's causing the delay with providing rehabilitation services. No response yet, but in court, their lawyers claim the agency is moving as fast as it can while dealing with a severe backlog from the increased arrests.
What's your response to people who look at this and say, well, you know, they do need to serve their time in detention?
The children are supposed to receive rehabilitative services, which means that generally means evidence-based behavioral programming that's targeted towards equipping these kids with the tools that they need to return to our communities and be able to succeed.
Christian Flores, 7 News.
So let's sum it up. Police lock the youngers up. Kids that have mental health issues, suffering from PTSD and all types of other traumas. Put them in a cell. Confines them to a cell. Now destroying their little minds even more.